at your request with messages for Russell and Ciara. So I wanted to take a look and see how Russell feels about Ciara. What's the energies around that? How Ciara feels about him, and what's next to come. Um, they're winners. They're victorious. They are winners. They don't feel like a power couple. I just feel like some components are missing. I don't know what they are. I just feel like it's some components that is missing to call them a power couple. But they are a winning couple. They know how to win. Yeah, they know how to win. I also kept picking up that Ciara is very doubtful. I don't know what that means towards the union, but very doubtful. I kind of felt like they rescued each other. That's what I mean by winning. They needed this. They both desired to have each other spiritually before even meeting each other. He wanted to be with the one he thought he couldn't have, and she wanted to be with someone she thought didn't exist. That's how it feels. So I don't have a lot of chemistry here. I don't have a lot of chemistry. This relationship feels thankful, grateful, appreciative, but I don't feel the passion, the love, the fire. I don't feel the cups is not overflowing. Um, the soul tie is not there. There's no soul tie. Um, there's not. I don't see an attachment. I don't see anything bound or bondage. I see just as free as she or he was able to get into this connection, they can be just as free to leave out of it today if they wanted to, without each other being affected. They kind of move differently than I have seen in many other couples. I'm trying to see if, oh yeah, I know one. I know one. This couple kind of reminds me of Jennifer Lopez and her fiance. Same type of spirit thing, energy around them. They are um, good team players that win the game. But I don't feel the lovers. I don't feel that passion. I don't feel that excitement, the hyperness. I don't feel that soulmate connection. I don't feel a twin flame connection. I don't feel a soul tie. I feel like these are team players. They play on the same team and they play different positions and they play it well and they get a touchdown and they get a victory. It is just that simple. This relationship is simple. It goes by the book. It goes by the playbook. Who is in charge of this relationship? Both of them. They agree and move forward and agree and move forward. They agree on everything and move forward. I don't hear a lot of friction. I don't hear a lot of no's and debates and arguments. The arguments don't actually get that far because they both say yes to whatever each other want, including the baby. Yeah, that she wanted. So it's a little different. And that could be because each of them are not as emotional. That can be the thing. Hmm. Yeah, this one is different. It's very different. They have conflict in this union that they won't even acknowledge. What's the conflict? That we're not arguing, that we are not handling things, that we are looking past some things, that we are pushing away some things that really bother us. We are taking concerns and putting them in the back seat. We are focusing on moving forward. This is a very healthy thinking couple. Healthy thinking. So any drama is in the back seat, and they continue to move forward to where they're going. Where they're going, whatever they agreed upon. Hmm. It's not any attachments here. I don't know why I keep repeating that, and I'm saying it as if it's a shock. So it's conflict here that's not being looked at because everything is being pushed to the back seat. And I think they just hope that if they drive fast enough towards the future things, the things in the back seat will just spill out and spill over. And to be honest with you, they're very smart because that's actually true. That's actually true. If you don't tend to those difficult things, if both of you do not tend to them, and both of you leave that behind to move forward, then it has a way of fading out. They really do. They don't try to hurt each other. They don't want to hurt each other. I don't know why I need to say that. I just needed to. It's more than a friendship. They're committed to winning. The way he feels about her, very balanced, very comfortable with her. He feels like he can relax now in life. He feels strong when he's with her. He actually feels lifted. She lifts him. He feels lifted to be around her. But it's some issues in there. And he still is in unbelief of her love. Or maybe this is his low self-esteem that makes him wonder if she really loves him. That's what he thinks about in the middle of the day. Like, does she really love me? Can she really love someone like me? Did she settle to be with me? He's asking some really good questions to himself too, because I was thinking the same thing. I really was. I think that he knows that she settled, in his view. I don't think she calls it settling in her view, but I think that he thinks that. Although he's comfortable, although he feels empowered to be with her, and he feels balanced, and he feels like he finally have a foundation now. He finally has a relationship, and he's with a woman that he wouldn't even believe would be with him. Instead of just being the bad guy, it's kind of like he's with the bad girl. And this is amazing for him. He's still in shock about it. But he also believes that she's not fully in love with him and not fully happy and not fully. He doesn't believe that she fully desires to be with him. But he's happy. He's concerned about her happiness in the long run, in the future. And that's what's happening inside of him. He is happy and cares about this woman that he thought he probably would never get. He's still in shock that that woman wants him. And he also believed that this woman gave up her natural state to be with him. There's some insecurities here with the looks, physical attraction. There's some insecurities on his side. Just really straight to the point. Really straight to the point. He makes me tired. He makes me tired. I feel tired. I feel bored. Not bored as in I think he's active. I can see him moving around the house. I can see him, yeah, moving around and doing things, putting in effort. But I also see him stale or bored or boring or don't know how to initiate what he talks about. He's a good talker. I just feel like he probably can do poems. But I don't see him in action and it's making me tired. I'm done with that. Her, how she feels about him, I think he's right. I think she do feel like I let go of my natural desires to be with a person who cares about my soul, that cares about my spirit, cares about my well-being, cares about my foundation. But it's still something missing inside of her. I got her in reverse. There's certain things that she is not experiencing with him, but she sacrificed that. It's deep. This is how you don't cheat. Yeah, until you get tired of starving. Why do I feel some cheating on her in the future? It just feels like it's very possible to happen. And it don't even seem like something she would probably do in character today, but it's loose over here. It's real loose. And I think that's some of his concerns too. She gave up her natural desires of relationships and being in a relationship to be with someone who adores her soul and her spirit. I counsel people all, oh my God, Russell makes me so tired. I counsel people all the time and I tell them just this. Do you want to be with someone that matches your outside or your inside? Make a choice and manifest it. And she made a choice. I believe she worked with some other spiritual advisors as well. But she actually starved herself and made a choice to be with someone who matched her soul and spirit, which is excellent. Great job, Ciara. The only thing about it is the itch is there. It's still an itch on her. There's still a daydream. There's still a thought about that fleshly desire. Um, am I talking about sex? Maybe. But I'm talking about that touch. And you know what I'm talking about. There's a such thing of a man that touch you or a woman that touch you in a certain way that nobody else can. And there's a touch that I don't have here. So if she continues to surrender to her soul and her spirit, maybe we can get her upright. Maybe she just abide in it. But why in the hell is she in reverse? That's what I don't get. So she doesn't have to fight anymore. She doesn't have to worry about difficult men or being cheated on or I don't know what she's thinking. But it kind of feels like that. I don't have to worry about being hurt no more. I got a good boy. And I don't have to worry about being stressed and looking over my shoulders. And I don't have to worry about what other women worry about. She hit the jackpot. But why is your soul in reverse? It's something he's not doing. It's something he's not giving. It's something that's not happening. She hasn't awakened. She made a choice at the fork in the road before the spiritual awakening. Now, the spiritual awakening is going to end up happening. I just saw 8. The spiritual awakening is going to end up happening inside of the marriage. Can they bear that moment? Let me see. One more time. I'm picking it up now. She gives me more energy to him. What is that? She's. This is weird. She tells me she's happy, but she feels abandoned. She tells me she's happy, but she still feel like her soul doesn't connect to him. Great guy, wrong timing. Her awakening is before her. It's in front of her. It didn't happen yet. She just made this ritual or this religious or this extreme choice, which is not bad, to look in and match. She did the matchmaker syndrome. I don't even know what the hell it is, but just stick with me. Imagine yourself being hurt for so long, getting around some other leaders and people of the cloth and other clergy and spiritualists. Imagine being around them and they're telling you exactly how to get what you want. They're telling you exactly how to stay away from what you don't want. And she took that class. She took that spiritual advice and she made herself change into it. She is strong. She has a strength and a will, very strong minded. And she starved herself. She fasted. She withheld herself. And she went in and she wrote that stuff down that she found inside of herself. You may say, well, that's an awakening right there. No. She just wrote down what she heard. She didn't experience it. The things that she desired, she wrote it on a piece of paper and ended up finding a man that matched that paper. She manifested her paper. She did not manifest what she experienced. Why is I'm screaming? Like this is my daughter. The way she feel about him, she feels safe, protected. She doesn't have to deal with the trust issue. She doesn't. I just heard black man. I just heard black man. She doesn't have to deal with these stressors, so she say. But she still got a two of cups in reverse. Why? Because she feels abandoned. She feels like something is still not there. Something is still missing. It's going to take a lot of time to fade out what she desires. She's trying to stop herself from not going backwards into the things she used to desire. This is amazing. This Ciara is really, this energy around her really has her in limbo. But she has a survival method. Fill in the blanks. You just keep filling in the blanks. So we do this project and that assignment, have this baby and buy that house. And you just keep filling in the blanks. What do you do when the paper run out? I don't know. There's some stuff hidden. Ciara has a secret. And the secret is these chapters are not closed in my life. I just jumped over them. I just jumped over them and my body is trying to catch up to where I'm at right now spiritually. I wish I can. She's having an outer body experience because her strength is so strong. It's like telling your flesh you cannot have what you want. I'm going to do what I desire for the future. And I'm going to get what I think of, what I think is best for me. And she got exactly what she thought, what she was thinking, what she manifests, what she desires to have. And she ended up matching that with him. He was that person on that piece of paper. I don't know if she wrote a piece of paper, but Just the thoughts of knowing that it has to be positive. They have to compromise. They have to do this. And he did all of that. He did all of that because he wanted her. And it could just be who he is too. And it matched that paper. But she has not connected to it. And she creating things in the meanwhile. That's her survival method. Let's buy a pool. I'm not saying she's money hungry, but she utilizes it. She's using it. So this is she has a to-do list to take her away from the vices or to take her away from the fleshly thoughts. Why do I feel like I'm saying she's about to cheat on him and I know she's not? Not today. Because she's strong enough to find a substitute. Her substitute is living life, checking off the list, doing the goals, getting a vacation, whatever she's been thinking about doing. She just keeps checking out the list to survive that abandonment feeling and that urge of the flesh. There is a secret here. There is something that is hidden from herself because she hid it. She took that deep lust and put her feet on it, and it's still there. She's not yet delivered, if I can say it that kind of way. She's still dealing with that desire. You can't fake chemistry. That secret is that she is not through with some chapters. She still got some things that she haven't closed the door on. And she doesn't quite know how to work on it. I think she keeps this a secret. Even the people who helped her get the husband, I don't even think that she tells them that the truth of the matter is I got almost everything I want and I'm still feeling lack. Not working on that issue. It's like they're in two different relationships, but in the same relationship. She's not ready to move forward spiritually with him because they have to spiritually connect. Oh my God, they did the matchmaker. I don't even know how to explain the matchmaker. They're perfect on paper. But some things inside of her needs to be delivered or needs to be released. There's a cleansing that's needed. But she's strong though. And if she continue to be strong and deal with it, she can break it. But if she be strong and be mute, it looks like there's an opportunity for the lust to take over. All right. I know y'all probably don't understand me. Yeah. But it is what it is. What's next for them? They're going to be working on the to-do list. This is a couple that wins. They're going to keep having celebrations and victories. But there's still so much space between them in certain parts. I think that she sometimes are why do I feel like, okay. I think sometimes she cries because she can't understand how to communicate this. Like, I get everything. The best of everything. I got what I asked for. I think she probably tell herself, like, you're ungrateful. And I just see tears on a gray sheet. Tears on a gray sheet. I just saw a gray sheet. Maybe their bedding is gray in the inside. But yeah. Yeah. She don't know. I don't think she knows all of this. I don't think she can communicate none of this. I think if you ask her how she's doing, she's perfect because nothing happened. There's no attacks and conflict and friction, and they don't have like direct contact like that. But the conflict is that we don't know what each other is thinking. Shit. It made me cuss. Shit. They don't know what each other is thinking. I'm not talking about mentally thinking, but spiritually thinking. They don't know. They laying in a bed not knowing what each other is thinking. That's a part that's not being shared. They probably see it in each other's eyes though, because I think he see it in her eyes. I don't know if she could see through his eyes though. I don't know. I see more winnings. I see them winning and winning and winning and winning. I see Ciara being strong and obedient, strong and obedient. I see Russell just not getting it. Thankful, grateful, but just not getting it. But they're in bed like two hermits. And they're soaking inside of all of these little thoughts. I can hear him hoping she's happy. And I can hear her saying, why I'm not the happiest. She is happy. All right, I'm done with them. I'm done with them. Done. You can't force love. You can't force chemistry. Or you can settle for it. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if this self-esteem issue, this low self-esteem, this low self-worth, I don't know if his insecure, it's his pity of himself, of not feeling like he the one. Like, I'm trying to find a way to say this, but it's like Russell be turning up and acting like a urban guy for her. Like he trying to do things that is really not a part of him. But he tries. And that's how they win. All right. I'm done for real. I'm done for real. These are two good people. Very strong, spirited in truth to a certain point. These are good people that's crying sometimes in the silence. All right, I'm done. We'll come back to them because they got a journey ahead. They got a long way to go. They're gonna be together for a while. And she's looking like about 8 years out, or 8 or less. She's really gonna be militant and try to stay or sit or stay in her seat. I don't know. All right, bye bye.